Penelope, aren't you glad that you'll be living with us now? Now, you'll get to be with your summer friends in school from now on. Isn't that great? Penelope Natalie Foxtrot was sitting in the back seat with her uncle, behind her uncle, who was driving in the silver car down a country road. She slumped against the seat, listening to her music through her green headphones. The sensory scenery of the tall forest trees and the blue sky, playing the light tapping her fingers on her legs, to beat the current song she was listening to. She wore a pink t-shirt with a music note on it, with a dark gray jumper with a light gray edges, brownish red baggy trousers, and pink boots with the red soles underneath. Tabitha, you know she can't hear you while she was listening her music. Her Uncle Toby told his wife they continued up the road. He was wearing a white shirt with black trousers and brown shoes. Penelope sighed and she looked in out of the window with her Violet bored out of her mind. Yes, she did love going to her aunt and uncle's home, but that was only with her parents. As she stared out of the window, something caught her eye. Dipside, the fast beat in the car. Her eyes focused on something large and shiny hiding behind some trees, and which also seemed to be glowing a pink color in some areas, but only fainting. She shook her head and rubbed her eyes, and she seemed confused on the sight she saw. Wait, did I see a giant? She thought in her head quickly, and to look out the window again to see if it was real and not her imagination. Seemed to be gone. It was gone. Odd. Hey, Penelope! Her her uncle spoke with joy, causing the teen to remove her headphones and look at him. Yes, she replied, looking at him. We're very excited to have you come and live with us, he continued. Her Uncle Tapsia looked over and at her with a smile. I've contacted your friends' parents so they know that you'll be joining school with them this Monday. Ain't that excited? Oh yeah, Penelope groaned. Play with her dark brown and purple granite hair. Sounds great. Her aunt and uncle sighed just as he pulled up into the driveway of their house. Well, we're home now, Uncle Toby chuckled as he parked to the driveway. He and his wife got out of the car and began to help the empty out of the car boot with Penelope's stuff. After a minute, Penelope climbed out of the car and grabbed her favorite suitcase and entered the mansion. The main hallway had wooden floors with long red and black striped carpet went down along the whole floor. Photos of family members were up on the wall. A few spaces missing, some, but there was good reason. In the center right side of the room was the staircase that led to the other rooms. The first left was the living room, where the living room was. The first right were the storage room, which contained the heat tank and boiler. And the end of the hallway was the entrance to the kitchen and the dining room. Penelope ran to the stairs, and climbing 2 flights of the stairs of the top floor where guests were entered. Where she entered the bedroom and quit sleep during their summer holidays. It had white painted walls, a gray carpet floor, and a white wooden wardrobe, and a wooden makeup desk with an oval mirror on the far wall of the room. Contained a black and with a pink and purple blanket that matched the pillow as well as a white mattress. In front it was a TV on top of the small table with a shelf. Underneath it contained DVDs, and in the center of the wall was her wardrobe. It is against the huge window showing the woods behind the garden. Penelope sighed and slightly, smiling as her memories summer arrived in her head as the painful reality hit her, and she cheered up and wiped them, and she flopped onto the bed, still thinking about the tall, shiny thing she saw earlier that day. That evening, Penelope, Uncle Toby, and Aunt Cynthia, and her own little daughter called Marie. Marie was wearing a pair of denim overalls, a red t-shirt that had black spots on it like a ladybug, as well as a matching of their shoes and ankle white socks. The family quietly eating the Chinese dinner that Toby ordered. He noticed at the lack of communications, decided to start chat. So Penelope, how excited are you go for school? Penelope just shrugged, continued eating her rice. She then swallowed it and said something. Oh, I guess excited. I mean, I'll see my friends again. Yeah, Tabitha smiled. Abby's excited to show all the new cartoons with weird-looking characters and crazy hairstyles like you teens like, and They're called animes, Tabitha. Oh, Mike's in silence. Taya was excited to see you. I know she promised well, she promised that the next time we see each other, we'll have a teen girl dating with Abby. I see. I'll forget Samly twins. Sam and Philip? Yep. Don't you mean your boyfriend? A squeaky voice that came from the other end of the table. That being Mary. They aren't my boyfriends. They're my best friends. Boyfriends. Murray giggled before noticing stern from the father that giving her stop talking. He was continuing. Then he continued conversation. So you do know that means we have to get to you a school uniforms. You want to come with us to get one. Penelope sighs. No thanks. Why not? I just don't want to. But you have to. He interrupted by his wife, who leaned over and whispered, Honey, I think she needs a day alone to things through. That might help her cheer her up, she said tidily, tilting her head towards him. Okay, I understand, he said. May I continue this dinner in my room? Penelope asked, already picking her up in a plate and getting up from the table. Sure thing, sweetie, the couple answered, allowing the teenager carry her plate into her bedroom, locking her bedroom and sat on the bed. Mary grounded. Can I eat my dinner in my room? No, sweetie, Toby replied. Why? Sophia smiled and gently answered, Well, Penelope was going through this tough time. A lot of changes are happening with her life, and being a teenager doesn't help. So we must make her comfortable and make her feel better. Okay, the little girl said miserably. Meanwhile, in her bedroom, Penelope was reading her favorite collection of fairy tales, just having just finished her dinner, preparing her bath. She was in the middle of reading her books. One Thumbelina When her gut dropped, she felt someone watching her. The teen sighed in defeat is from her bed and want to stop the bath from flowing after enter the PJs went and across the window her eyes across the window seeing something's made her close and freeze. There's a maze of the trees is the same red pink glowing from earlier. Much bright and dew outside. What? I wasn't imagining that, she thought, rubbing her eyes and getting her head getting closer to the window. She squinted her eyes and leaned her face closer to be. Let's see, it was. It can't be a giant, she whispered and rolled her eyes. It doesn't exist. It's too early. It's too early. We're walking over there. It's 3 a.m. Walking about 3 a.m. She began to talk herself, realizing, oh hell no, she gasped. She locked her window curtains. Nope, 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 nope. She repeated, grabbing her BJs and on into her bedroom. Later, she walked down, completely refreshing and tired from a long day, moving from a place to another, possibly a giant. Something is living in the woods. The word non-sleep on top of the pink color stripes on the torso and the slippers on the match. Well, she yawned as she entered the room, ready for bed. What? First, she checked her iPod as she was charging. Then she was placing her fairy tale book under her bed. Now, she walked over her window and peeked out the wood. Black paint. Phew! I guess it was my imagination. What was your imagination? A voice kept her behind bigger jump and turn around. Penelope Cedar Ranch. Her cream nightgown. Oh, nothing. She giggled herself. What? Well, you get back into your bed, her aunt said. I'm gonna wait from the window and to her bed, which she climbed into. Penelope, you're... Oh, right. She sat up and messed her bed and pulled something. Eye color lens reveals the eye color of royal blue. There, Tupsy, a kiss. On her knees and give her a kiss. Her hand, good night. Good night, Penelope. Tupsy, yes. May you call me Val instead? The teen asked. Look like her. Sure thing. I'll see you. Good night, Val. Have a sweet dreams tomorrow. Yep, see you tomorrow. See out the windows. As Val turned to lay down and look. Oh, I could tell you tomorrow. You'll go to the woods. And if I actually see the giant Rosie, you're not crazy. With those final words, you can sleep. You yawn and fell asleep.